All right, so this video is going to be a bit different than what I usually post. Today, I'm just going to be talking in front of my webcam. I used to make videos like this far more often, but I haven't made one in quite a while. And I feel like these videos are important because it humanizes you, and I think it's important to do so as your platform grows, because as you grow online or wherever, people will tend to put you on this pedestal and see you as this larger than life figure. And I think it's important to remind everybody that you are just a human and you're nothing more. You're just as flawed as anybody else. You're not living this perfect life. You're not this perfect person. We may strive to be perfect, but none of us are perfect. Nobody is perfect and nobody ever will be. And I think this is a very important thing to remind people so they don't end up worshiping you and things like this, right? I do not want to be worshipped at all. And worship honestly makes me a bit uncomfortable. I don't like it when people, treat me like I'm this big thing. I'm just a guy who sits in front of a webcam and makes videos. I'm genuinely not special at all. So please don't view me as such. But anyways, so yeah, I'm just going to be talking. And one of the first topics I would like to talk about today is my birthday's coming up. I'm turning 24. And let me tell you, it's bittersweet, but a lot more bitter than sweet for sure, because I don't know. When I was 23, I imagined that I would have a lot more in life figured out by now, right? By 24 at least. And well, I just don't. I mean, I am just as lost in life at 24 as I was at 23, 22, 21. I mean, I'm just as lost. And I understand that, somebody older watching this will be like, oh, that's completely natural. That's normal for your age. I mean, like, I was lost at the same age. Like, I get it. It's not like, this big deal or anything. I understand that. But, it does suck. It still sucks nonetheless. So, yeah. And I'm not really a big birthday person. I've already talked about this in prior videos, but I'm not the biggest birthday guy. I don't like being celebrated for just living another year. And I totally understand, people will say, it takes a lot of strength to hang in there for, another year and make it. A lot of people don't get to make it to that next year, make it to their next birthdays. I understand birthdays are worth celebrating. But for me personally, if I were to be celebrated, I would rather be celebrated for something that I actually worked towards accomplishing, like something I like really achieved, and birthdays, they just don't give me that feeling. And so I don't really celebrate my birthday. Another reason I really don't like celebrating my birthday is because I don't want people to feel obligated to give me a gift or give me money or anything like that. Like, it makes me feel incredibly guilty. And I know that's an unhealthy feeling, but it's just, I get this immense sense of guilt, like just imagining that some people close to me feel obligated to spend their money on me or something, or like it's going to make me mad or upset, or like make me think that they don't care about me because they didn't or couldn't. Like, I don't like that idea. And I think a reason I feel such guilt is when I was growing up, my mom told me that my parents put themselves in crazy debt making sure that my brother and I had nice Christmases. They just wanted to make sure we had good Christmases, and they wanted to get us things that they didn't get the chance to receive themselves growing up. And I don't know. I don't feel like I should have been told that at that age, bro, because I held on to that guilt forever. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it feels like it's my fault, right? And obviously I know it's not my fault, but it really does pain me to imagine that my parents would think that my brother and I would be upset at them or resent them because they couldn't get us exactly what we wanted for Christmas. And so they went to these extremes and pulled all these strings to make sure we got what we wanted. I mean, that's really, really upsetting, especially considering, and there are a lot of people out there that would do that, which is crazy to me. Imagine being upset at your parents or whatever because they couldn't get you what you wanted for your birthday or Christmas. Bro, they brought you into this world. They provide you a house and food and this and that. I mean, I just couldn't even imagine asking for any more than what I've already received from them. It's crazy. But yeah, I definitely do have that same feeling of guilt whenever I receive a gift or whenever anybody gets me anything. I just don't want people to spend their money on me. But one thing I really wanted to talk about in this video is I have more subscribers than ever. I have more viewers than ever. I have more followers on Instagram than ever. But I feel more alone than ever. And, this whole content creation thing, having a platform, if that's what you want to call this, it really is isolating. It definitely does isolate you in many ways. And you don't really hear a lot of content creators, or at least I don't really hear a lot of content creators talk about this. like every social interaction, I try to hide what I do because I know people will start to treat me differently, and they'll tell me things I want to hear just because they want to, like, make me like them so they can get in close with me. So yeah, it's just so weird. It's just people, I don't know. And even people close with me, people that are already very close with me, they've started to change over time. I've noticed it. And like the bigger the number gets, the more and more they start to change. And it just makes me uncomfortable. And it's very isolating. And I don't know, and this internet love, all this internet love you receive, I mean, I've seen it switch up so many times. Like, I think internet love is fake. I really do. I mean, I think, as a content creator, a lot of people say they love you and support you. I've gotten so many people in my comments constantly tell me that they love me, they support me, da 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 da. But, I'll make a joke or I'll make a video talking about a certain topic and I'll say an opinion they don't like. And all of a sudden they completely switch up and, all that love turns to hate and all that support turns to slander. And it's it really is crazy to see like how easily people can switch up. So to think that your audience can't or won't just turn on you like that at the drop of a dime is crazy, because they certainly will. And I guess the bigger you get, the more you see it, because obviously more people are watching, right? But I feel like that's something a lot of people don't really talk about, right? Because it definitely is a unique perspective to have creating content for a lot of people. I mean, you get a lot of unique experiences that a lot of people just can't relate to or have never experienced. I mean, like I can go online right now, scroll through comments or Reddit threads, forums, and just see chains and chains of hundreds and hundreds of comments just talking shit about me, just saying the worst things imaginable, saying horrible things. And I could just scroll through it and see all these unfiltered opinions from people on the internet about me. And a lot of people, they don't really, like, they can't experience that, right? And it definitely is eye-opening. It gives you, it definitely does provide you a unique perspective on people, on society, on just, I don't know, the world, right? To have that experience. It definitely is interesting. And but with the loneliness thing, this is something I've already talked about. This overwhelming feeling of being alone is something I've always felt. Even back when I was in middle school and I had tons of friends, I've always had this feeling, right? And yeah, this is nothing new. And over time, I've become more and more isolated, independent. I don't really like, I don't know. I do kind of avoid social interactions. I don't know, like when I was in school, I try to take virtual classes. I go to the gym late at night. So like, when no one else is in there, I kind of do dodge social interactions, or I don't really make a big attempt at like making friends. I don't really trust people, and my upbringing definitely has influenced my distrust of people, right? Just growing up, seeing people do the things I've seen them do, and just seeing like such nasty sides of humanity at such a young age, that definitely does change the way you perceive people, right? And that stain has never gone away. And, I don't think it's totally a bad thing, because it certainly has kept me safe over time, right? People hurt other people a lot. And, a lot of those people that'll hurt you are people that you are really close with, right? And I've never really had that. I mean, not too often in my life have I had that issue. So yeah, I am grateful for that. Having a rough upbringing isn't always a bad thing. You do learn a lot about life very early on, and then you don't have to deal with a lot of issues that people end up running into later on in life, because you're already privy to like what's to come, right? You can already see it coming from a mile away. But a lot of people, they just don't. They haven't had that experience. They think some people are just beyond capable of doing what they greatly wish they would never do. And when you've seen it happen over and over and over again at such a young age, and nothing comes as a surprise to you, you don't really put anything past anybody. And yeah, I just don't really trust people. I have crazy trust issues, insane trust issues. It's very, very hard to get like close to me. It's really difficult. Like even my own family, I mean, they even know, like, it's really, really difficult to get in close. But what else? Oh yeah, so as y'all know, I love to read comments, scroll through comments. Like, I feel like I'm one of the only channels on YouTube with over 100K that hearts and responds to as many comments as I do. I stay in the comment section, and I have been winding it back a little bit, and I think I'll wind it back a bit more, because I don't think it's healthy, right? I really don't think it's healthy to read as many unfiltered opinions about myself as I do, right? And just one thing I've really noticed interacting with so many people online is I really do feel like critical thinking is just dying, right? I mean, when we have so many devices doing all of the thinking for us at such a young age, I mean, like, it's so difficult to just talk to people. And so many people have been radicalized by the internet, the things they've seen on the internet, and their like perceptions of reality are so distorted, like grossly distorted. It's so difficult, I feel, to find just a normal, rational person online. Like it's like there's a catch to everybody. And I don't know. I mean, the amount of people that have even just told me like, oh, like I like your videos and so I like your content because like you just feel like a human. You feel like you're just like a normal dude or whatever. I'm just like, but isn't it a shame that, and I'm so happy to hear that, right? But isn't it a shame that I'm even being told that? A lot of these content creators out here, they really don't help that. I mean, they don't show you the real them. And I've met quite a few of them behind the scenes. Trust me, a lot of the people you think act one way online and da-da-da, and they put on this show for you, right? With all these bright smiles and with all this positive energy and da-da-da, you really don't know the real them behind the scenes. They're putting on a show. And, you know, a lot of people just appreciate that. They want just that, right? The show. But I don't know. I think it sets this unrealistic standard, right, of just like conduct, right? Like you're like everyone is supposed to be this happy and jolly all the goddamn time, and you just look at the state of the world, right? It's like no shot you're always this happy, no shot that you're always this energetic and stuff like that. I mean, it's just weird, and I wish more people would just show you the real them. You know what I mean? These people with all this influence, I just wish more of them would show you the real them. Everything just feels so like manufactured and curated and just, oh God, I don't know. It just feels weird. The whole thing feels weird. But yeah, people online, I've noticed, you know, critical thinking is just down the drain. I mean, it's so difficult to even just have like a normal conversation with anybody, especially when it comes to politics. I mean, people get so tribalistic, so just animalistic when it comes, like, those just witch hunt, attack, and dogpile just for having a different opinion. And, you know, any opinion they don't like equals this and that. I mean, all these buzzwords, you're a Nazi, you're a fascist, like all these words have lost so much meaning over time because people just throw them around willy-nilly and they mean nothing anymore. And yeah, it's just I try to keep a distance, you know what I mean? I don't really have like any socials to really connect with people online. I've really been keeping my distance. I don't even like answer DMs or anything anymore. I don't connect with people one-on-one at all, which is unfortunate because sometimes I'll read a DM, and I read my DMs. And sometimes I want to respond to somebody so bad, but I just don't because I can't, because, you know, people will like Photoshop an image or this or that. Like, you know, like how many people have been like attacked in like these weird malicious ways by people who have distorted the truth to try to ruin their reputations and stuff like this. I mean, like, the internet, man, the internet it is a crazy place. And I feel like, you know, there's so much like unhinged, borderline psychotic behavior on the internet, right? And I feel the algorithms really play a big role in this because they really push that, right? They push very divisive topics, very inflammatory topics, and things like this, right? They push that because they know it, like it brings crazy engagement, right? People want to argue in the comments. You get all these comments, all these views, people go sharing it, they show their friends, oh, can you believe this person said this, and da-da-da, like it just turns into this whole thing, right? And that's why rage bait and trolling is like, rage bait is huge right now, right? And or engagement farming, and it has really radicalized people. It is really, I don't know, like people are so unhinged online. And I highly doubt that these big things you see online, these like posts that get all these like likes and retweets, I highly doubt that they're like properly or accurately reflective of the general consensus among like the general populace, right? Like the real life average Joes, real people, right? I highly doubt they actually reflect that, but it is alarming just to see the sheer amount of likes and engagement they do receive online. And I'm sure like a lot of that engagement is just bot engagement, because there's so much bot engagement online right now. But it definitely is interesting to see nonetheless. Anyway, something else I wanted to talk about was just the sheer anxiety I feel when just like uploading any video now on my main channel, right? I made the second channel because I didn't want to feel like I didn't want to overthink posting consistently. I just want to post, right? But now on my main channel, I'm so like self-competitive. I'm such a perfectionist. I'm such an overthinker, and I want everything to be perfect. I want the quality to be like at this, like I set this incredibly high and unrealistic standard for myself with everything I do. And you know, if my last video isn't better than like the next one, I really feel a type of way, and it keeps me up at night. I mean, I have crazy insomnia already, and I barely get any, like especially this week, I have barely gotten any sleep. And my recent, like my last few videos have been underperforming, and like I have this feeling of relief, like thank God my channel is finally dying. I no longer have to like overthink the quality of my upload all night. Like, is this better than my last video? Are the jokes where they should be? Are they as funny as they could be? Is the gameplay as good as it should be? Like I just do so much overthinking, and like as the views rose, I just overthink every upload, and it keeps me up at night because I'm just so concerned with the quality of that upload. And it feels good to know that this video is barely going to get any views, right? Because only my like core audience is even going to be watching this far into the video. And it just feels good to be able to just talk and upload a video and not even occur to me at all. Like, what should the thumbnail be? What's the best title? What's the this? What's the that? I don't have to even consider any of this. I could just upload and just post. And it feels really good. And I want to start, I just want to start not caring again, because I guess I paid too close attention to the numbers, and it's a very slippery slope. I mean, you pay attention to the numbers on one video, and naturally, if you're competitive with yourself, you want to do better than the last, right? And people are like this with many things. But sometimes it's just, you can't, it's unrealistic after a certain point, right? Like, because you'll end up comparing something you made to something you overperformed on, right? Like sometimes we overperform, sometimes we get lucky, sometimes, you know, the algorithm is in our favor or what have you, right? And then you start comparing your average performance to your overperformance, and then you start to really just get in this unhealthy cycle, right? So I feel like I caught myself in that cycle, and I need to kind of break out of it. So this video, I suppose, will be what breaks me out of it, right? But yeah, I've just been kept up all night. Just recently, I barely, like, night after night, I'm getting like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, maybe if I'm lucky. Yeah, I can't, I'm just sleepless, constantly fidgeting, constantly thinking, whipping out my notes app and typing video ideas and titles and this and that. Just, I cannot just rest. I cannot just like snap out of like content creation mode. It's just like I'm caught in it, I'm stuck in it, and I need to break out so I can just relax and enjoy the moment that I'm living in, right? Whew. So yeah, should this be all about it? I mean, I had some things written down that I like wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about streaming a little bit. So I started streaming. You know, it's definitely healthy, you know, to have that like kind of, I guess, level of social interaction, right? I get to interact with the chatters, the people, and talk to them. And it's really nice to be able to connect to the audience in that way, right? Because, you know, if I post a video, the only way I can interact with you is in the comments. But you've already seen the video. We can't actually have like a back and forth like we can in the stream. And you know, but I will say I really don't like streaming, and it doesn't matter the game I play or what I'm doing on stream. I'm just not a streamer guy. I don't like the idea of just like everything I like do or say is just on the internet just forever, and it's just like that's it, right? It's just, I mean, like if I sneeze and like snot comes out my nose on stream, I mean, shit, that image of like me with snot hanging out my nose, that's just there forever, right? I really don't like that. So yeah, and if I say something like, sometimes, you know, sometimes we say things we wish we didn't say. And if you do that on stream, well, it's there forever. It gets clipped, it's getting shared, and now you're a bad person forever because of one thing you said that you wish you didn't say. I really don't like that either. And I was always very reluctant to start streaming. And those who've watched me for a long time knows I was very, very reluctant to start. I never really did want to stream. I only started streaming because so many people asked me to, and I felt I just wanted to please the people, right? So I was like, fuck, I'll start streaming. But I didn't stream on YouTube. I wanted to stream on Twitch because I knew the streams would be smaller, there'd be less people watching, right? So I can get this, like, core audience thing, this little tight knit community thing going on, which we got. And yeah, I don't really like advertise my streams. I don't have a schedule posted. I don't have like a schedule anyway, time, day. I just stream random day, random time for like, I don't know, a few hours. And that's good. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just not a streamer guy. I never saw myself as a streamer type. I always thought to myself, streaming looks miserable and I would never want to do that. And I ended up, I really got into it when I first started. Like, I was streaming every day, and then that love quickly dissipated. I no longer wanted to do it. I just kind of fell out of love with it quickly. I said, this is not really something I want to pursue to like any like crazy degree. And the quality of my YouTube videos really started to suffer because I was streaming so much. And yeah, so I just didn't really continue with that. I do stream occasionally though, and yeah, but I keep it very low key. I always want to low key stream so I don't like overthink as I'm streaming, because it's very easy to look at that number, at the bottom and just be like, holy shit, that many people are watching me. Oh my God. It's just, it can really get to you. And, I don't like that many people watching me live. So, yeah, my stream titles are I just mash my keyboard. It's just a bunch of letters and symbols and I just start a stream. So yeah, but it does give people who wish to like have like a kind of one-on-one with me the chance to have that. So, I'm going to start to try to diversify my content a bit and just make better videos in general. But I don't know where this whole YouTube thing is going. That's the thing about YouTube, is it's not very secure, right? Like, it's not, you don't have a whole lot of security in having a YouTube channel, like job security. Yeah, like, I mean, the algorithm could just fall out of love with you one day, and then all of a sudden your videos are underperforming, and then it's a slippery slope, and even recently, I just got a comment today. Somebody said, hey, like, are you shadow banned or something? Like, I'm not getting any of your videos in my recommended, or I'm not getting any notifications. What's going on? And I'm like, yeah, bro, I've had tons of people comment that recently. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. And that's why, just like doing YouTube it can be scary, right? Because you'll just fall out of the algorithm one day. It's possible. It's happened to me before, actually. My channel, I used to get over 20K a video, and then all of a sudden, just completely dead. I was getting like 200 a video, and then it just picked back up after a while. But yeah, it can happen again. So yeah, I'm always aware that could happen, and I'm just cautious. I'm very careful with my money. Like, yeah, because I don't know, you don't know if you'll be getting paid next month. So it happens. That's just YouTube, man. That is just YouTube. The algorithm is a tricky thing. It's quite the beast. But yeah, I guess is that it? Have I talked about it enough? Are y'all done hearing me yap? For those who like are still around, if any of y'all are still listening, am I done? What else could I talk about? Oh, well, okay, I can show you a gift I got for my birthday. Yeah, someone did give me a gift. Well, I already had this. This is a beanie from Neon Genesis, my favorite anime. And because it's my favorite anime and somebody knew that, they got me this from Thrice Upon a Time, Ray, which is like one of the coolest gifts I've ever gotten for my birthday. So that's pretty sweet. I'm going to unbox this bad boy and put this up on the desk somewhere. I never showed, like, on this webcam, I never showed my YouTube plaque, and I just had it sitting here. I wanted to show y'all, right? So this is the plaque. Nice and shiny, right? 100K. That's crazy, right? And then what else? Yeah, I want to start making some, like, real life content soon. I got a camera, so I've started vlogging. Bro, vlogging it's daunting, bro. Like, I got told in the store today that I couldn't record in there. I was like, shit, bro, it's hard to make vlogs, especially where I live, bro. I live in PG, bro. This shit is fucking ghetto as hell. But I definitely do want to make some more vlog content, so I've been working on that. But yeah, just kind of like filling it out, recording things here and there, seeing what I could do with the footage in the editing software. See if like I can make enough clips into like a vlog type thing. But yeah, I would really like to hear like what kind of content y'all would like to see me make, because I don't want to just be like the DBD guy. And I didn't start off as that, and I don't want to like turn into that, because there's more to just life. There's more to everything than just DBD, right? Video games or what have you. So definitely let me know. I do love commentary videos. I do, like y'all know, I do love like making top like videos talking about political topics and, you know, societal topics, you know, like a social commentary, stuff like that. So yeah, or horror games. I love playing other games, but you know, I don't know what you guys like, and I want to make videos that you guys enjoy. So yeah, I guess that should be it. I saw Requiem for a Dream 2 nights ago. Really good movie. I liked that movie a lot. Rated like a 9 out of 10. Really good movie. I love the way it was shot. Yeah, I guess that should be it, right? I should probably end it here. Oh yeah, 2025. I want to get back into jujitsu. So yeah, I want to get back into it. I haven't. It's been like a year, bro. I have not been to the gym in like a year, so I need to get back into that. I'm sure that like falling out of it has played some sort of role in like the mental state, because I definitely haven't really been feeling like myself recently. And jiu-jitsu, just MMA in general, just martial arts, but especially jiu-jitsu was such a big part of my life before YouTube really picked up. I mean, I was training to, become a professional fighter. That's what I was doing before YouTube. And when YouTube started picking up, I said, hey, I'd rather try to make this work than, like, I don't know, fight and get CTE and shit. I mean, fuck. I wanted to fight because I just felt like that was the biggest opportunity I had in front of me at the time. And then when a bigger one arose, I decided to go with that one. But I definitely do want to get back into jiu-jitsu, because it's just, it was such a big part of my life. I mean, I was eating, sleeping, and breathing jiu-jitsu, and I just went from like doing it every single day to just quitting cold turkey, just stop. And it definitely had an effect for sure. So I do want to get back into that. Anyways, yeah, I guess that'll be it for this video. Make sure to share y'all's thoughts below. I always like, these are my favorite types of videos to make, because though they get, you know, less engagement, I do get a lot of comments. You know, I love comments, and I love reading y'all's thoughts and y'all's perspectives and y'all's takes on things. So yeah, make sure to share y'all's thoughts below. I will respond to as many as I can. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of y'all's days. Thank you for watching, listening, and hanging out with me for this long, if you actually stuck around until this point. Enjoy the rest of y'all's days. Stay healthy. Peace.